guys, so I just got into West Virginia here at the new River Gorge National Park. It's a really beautiful area. I'm really glad to be here. And if this is the first video of mine you've seen, basically I've been traveling the country in my Prius and I sleep in the back, and I've been doing this for like the past 7 months or so. And I've been going to all kinds of national parks and stuff, and this is the 13th national park that I've been to in the past 7 months. And yeah, just some interesting facts about this place. The New River is believed to be the second oldest river in the world, and it's one of the few rivers that instead of flowing from north to south, it flows from south to north, which is pretty cool. And that's because it's older than the Appalachian Mountains that it runs through. Yeah, so it was a national river before it became a national park, and the senators of West Virginia put before Congress in 2019 to make this place a national park. And finally, here in December 2020, Congress voted to approve it in the COVID relief bill, strangely, to make it the 63rd national park in the United States.
So here's the park map. You can see it still says National River.
So yeah, they changed the main sign here at the visitor center to National Park, but everything else still says National River.
So here is the big bridge that you see in all the pictures of this park. It's at the very north end, and yeah, it goes way down. There's a sign that said this is the biggest arch bridge in the Western Hemisphere, and this is just beautiful. This is some of the best the Appalachian Mountains has to offer. So it's saying this bridge is the longest steel arch span in the Western Hemisphere and the third highest bridge in the United States.
So here we just drove to the bottom of the gorge.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. This is kind of funny. It says the expression rednecks began when miners started wearing red bandanas around their necks to identify them as pro-union people in solidarity with the warring miners. A lot of history of coal mining in this area. Now we're walking up this little walking bridge to look at it a little better. Oh yeah, here's the best viewpoint right here. This little bridge.
I'm just gonna walk around and see what I can find around here.
So I just found this place. It's called Wolf Creek Falls. Pretty nice. Oh yeah, love this stuff. I bet there's some good fishing in this area. And there you can see the bridge. Not this bridge, but that bridge. Oh yeah, another cool waterfall. There are waterfalls everywhere in this park. So there's that bridge right there. It looks really pretty. The sun's going down, and gosh, like I don't understand where all this water is coming from, because the top of the mountain is just up here. Like this must be like spring water, like because all the snow is melted at this point.
Alright, so I think I'm just gonna head in for the night. I'm either gonna sleep in the Walmart parking lot or at one of the campgrounds. It's starting to get dark. So I'm in my Prius for the night. This is what it looks like. If this is the first video of mine you've seen, I converted my Prius into a camper, and this is where I sleep. And my dog sleeps right here next to me. She is just snoozing away. Well, now she's awake. Yeah, and I'm just sleeping in the Walmart parking lot tonight. I was too far away from the campground. So here we are next morning at a trailhead. It's called the Endless Wall Trail. It looks like it goes along the rim of the canyon by the bridge we were just at yesterday. So this should be pretty cool. We'll see what's here.
So here we are. We're back hiking again, me and my dog. And it's really cold out, but we got up super early before the sun came out. Oh yeah, here's a nice overlook. It's probably about a mile hike to get here, but yeah, this is awesome. Oh yeah, it is rare to see overlooks this big in the Appalachian Mountains. I've only seen a handful that were this big. This might be the biggest cliff I've seen in the Appalachians. This is the kind of stuff you see out west, in my experience. There you can actually see the bridge way down there. So yeah, this is basically what I've been doing ever since I got my Prius like 6-7 months ago. Is like, I'll just I go exploring all over the country and I'll find a spot that, like a region that I want to stay in, and it's usually national parks are surrounded by like national forests and conservation areas, and they're just in a really awesome, like beautiful area. And I'll just post up there. Sometimes I'll find a dispersed campsite and I will pitch my backpacking tent that I bring with me just to like mark my spot, and I'll just stay in that area for like a week. Here I've been in like central West Virginia in this area for the past 2 days, and it's awesome. I love it. Okay, so this is Diamond Point Overlook, not where we just were. We'll see what's up here. Alright, this looks pretty cool. Nice little cliff. Oh wow, this one's even nicer than the last one. Look at these trees. I love when trees grow like that. Oh man, look at that. This is beautiful. I wish I brought my tripod with me and I could take some cool pictures. Here's another viewpoint. This trail is really cool. It goes along the rim of the canyon, and way down there there's a train. You can barely see it.
So yeah, that was an awesome hike. Really beautiful. Now we're gonna go to a different part. We're still at the north part of the park. Go to a different trailhead, some kind of mining trailhead. So maybe there'll be some cool old coal mines or something. Okay, so I'm actually going to Sandstone Falls now, and then the abandoned coal mine next.
So here we are at Sandstone Falls, New River Gorge. So here is Sandstone Falls. It is a really, really wide waterfall. It goes all the way out there. It's really cool. I wasn't expecting it to look like this. Uh-oh, this looks a little dangerous. Nah, I'm not gonna try it. The front seat action.
Okay, so now we're headed to the abandoned coal mine called Nuttelburg. So here we are at the trailhead that leads down to the mining town called Nuttelburg.
So this is the actual trail, Head House Trail. So yeah, there's also lots of great rock climbing in this park. I just walked past a few rock climbers. What is it? What is it? Yeah, this is a pretty hike. You can see the gorge real well down there. Here we go, another downhill hike all the way down into the gorge. So that was a quicker hike than I thought. This is a lot cooler than the last one I looked at. Look at these old trains. This is the actual mine right here. So this is what I was talking about, Nuttelburg. This is the Nuttelburg mine. It says it was open for 85 years. It was a very active mine, and yeah, it's kind of interesting. It shows right there, you can see that the coal is right there in that coal mine that I just showed you. And right here, they would get the coal. It's under all these layers of sandstone and stuff. And then they would load these cars up with coal, and they would send it down to the bottom of the mountain. So they would get coal out of here, and they would load it up on these trains. And you can see the train track, and it would go in here and then down the mountain. This is really cool. This is all still original. Looks like an old roller coaster. Oh yeah, look at that. That's where the train tracks are, under there. Goes all the way down to the bottom. You see the gorge way down there. I wonder if they had like a ferry or a boat that they would load the coal on, or if they just had a railroad track down there. This is cool. You can see the black and white pictures here. Back in the 20s, it says. So yeah, it came out of there, went on, it says it's like a conveyor belt, and then it was sorted, and then like funneled through something, and then added to the cars, and then sent down the hill. And then that way up there, that looks like the cliff where I was at yesterday. Diamond Point, I think is what it's called. Very cool stuff. Gosh, I would love to go in there. I wonder how deep this mine goes. But yeah, I mean, they have it closed off for a reason, I'm sure. Here you can see all the people that worked here. It's crazy how time just flies. Makes you realize how short life is. So I think that's the conveyor belt up there. Like, that was the crank that pulled the cables connected to the train and pulled it up the mountain and let it down the mountain. Here's the inside here again. You can see this is really old stuff. So cool. Untouched for decades. You got all these old electrical panels. Okay, so here's a map of the actual town. I thought we had to go all the way down to the river, so there is more down here. But yeah, that's going to be a long, steep hike. This is cool. I'm finding like old artifacts on the trail. Here's part of a steel rail right there. You can see the old place up there. And I'm finding coal on the track too. Like, I'm pretty sure this is an old piece of coal. It's not a burnt piece of wood. It's too hard for that. Well, it just broke there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's coal. Here's another piece right here. I've never actually seen coal, and like raw coal like this before. I think that's pretty cool. Here's a big old piece of coal right there. You can see there's more right there. Alright, getting close to the river again. Alright, that's where we are right now. We are almost there. So here we're walking under that conveyor belt. I didn't know it was on stilts like this. I thought it just went on along the mountain. Gosh, this is the most, like, the least amount of people I've ever seen in a national park. Like, I saw some rock climbers up at the top, and I've seen, but of all the hiking I've done, I've only seen like maybe 5 other hikers, and they were at that, like 3 of them were at the visitor center, like the main visitor center at the north rim of the park. It's pretty cool. This place was founded in 1870, and then it says that Henry Ford of Ford Motor Company at one point owned this place. And there's an old rail right there. It's real pretty. Just walking down the tracks, seeing what's down here. Real pretty. That's a real massive river. Well, I don't know how I didn't see this. Here's the end of it. This is where they loaded the cars, basically. And there's stairs going up there. I'd love to go up those stairs, but I don't think you're allowed. Here you can see the thing going way up there. It says you are here, so we are down by this building. So yeah, it looks like that's where they dropped the coal out of there, and it probably landed on a train down here or something. So it's cool because now, I mean, I'm seeing that there's like coal everywhere. Like the ground is just like covered in coal. And it kind of looks like someone had a campfire here, but no, I'm pretty sure this is all coal. You can see down there, there's some really nice rapids in this river. So there's a sign that said this is like the suburb community of where a lot of the miners lived. You can see the foundations of all the houses. Wow, look at this. Look how old that bottle is. That is very, very old. That's a really old cooking pot. I almost want to take this to the, National Park office and tell them to put that on display somewhere. Here's another house.
Hey guys, so that's it for this video. I only showed you a little bit. There's so much more to see. I suggest visiting this park. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Have a good one.